Whoa! Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Gonna work. Today is Beer Can Appreciation Day, and this is the SurfNet Communications poll question today. We want to know which beer can is the most iconic in your household. There are 3 things over on the poll that you should do to celebrate National Beer Can Appreciation Day. One of those is buy beers in cans. Marvel at those beautiful cans. Because, there's a lot that goes into the design of a beer can.
I guess I really don't pay attention to the can itself.
You don't?
I know that Coors, has always done a pretty good job of marketing how they keep the beers colder. The mountains.
When the mountains
the special
are blue,
lining.
it's time to drink it.
I mean, honestly, I don't know about Budweiser or Miller.
Instead of warm water, it'll taste like cold water.
That have ever spent so much money talking about the vented top. Remember that? And then it was the special lining inside. And then the mountains change color.
Which gimmick did you buy into on the beer can? The one I bought into was the vented top. I bought into that because it acted, in my mind, like a beer bong. See,
I don't like drinking beer fast.
It was like the poor man's beer bong.
Yeah, as you know, I don't like to down beer.
I like to drink cold, light beer fast. How else are you going to get there?
The mountains. I mean, when you reach into a cooler and you look at the mountains and you see, those are blue, then you're like, okay, I'm drinking. That's cold.
KZOZ,
those ones over there, kind of white, staying away from.
KZOZ.com. Click on the poll question. It'll take you to your choices this morning, which include 805. Because where we live, I've got to think that it's the most drank beer in the area.
Maybe.
Budweiser, Coors, Miller, Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Light, Natty Light, Tecate.
Modelo. Modelo is more drank here than Tecate. I betcha.
Would disagree with
We'd have to take some calls.
I would disagree with you.
The guys out there right now that know guys if they drink Tecate or Modelo. Because Modelo's the white can, right?
Yeah, and Tecate's the red can. The price point on the Tecate is a better. I see so many.
I never see Tecate. I always see Modelo boxes and garbage cans and Modelo cans.
I don't know. You live in Grover Beach. I mean, maybe I should take your word for it.
Maybe this is a quick Facebook poll.
They have grocery stores that sell cow's tongues.
Do you think more people drink Tecate or Modelo? Could be a Facebook deal. I bet you Modelo wins. And if I'm right, you have to buy me lunch.
No, I already owe you a bunch of payoffs. I still have to run a mile. I still haven't got around to running the mile.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, we're going to go to the Woods Humane Society and run a mile.
Oh, yeah.
We have new video equipment. I think we're working on.
You've probably been training now. I don't want to do it now. You've been training. I know you've been training.
Doing the opposite of training. Trust me.
KZOZ.com. It's our SurfNet Communications poll question. SurfNet Communications specializing in outside rural area internet. You can find out more by clicking on the SurfNet Communications link at KZOZ.com.
The majority so far coming through with other than
let me vote.
Any of the 9 choices that we've given them. So I would love to know what those 9 choices are.
805 and Miller Lite are now at 20% each. 60% going for other. I just refreshed and I voted.
Miller Lite.
Uh-huh. Now, we were talking about Tecate and Modelo. Sue's just walked in. She's
really
a big boozer.
No,
she's a big bar hopper.
What?
When you go to the bars, do you feel like you see more Modelos or Tecates?
Tecate. Okay. I hang out at McCarthy's a lot.
McCarthy's is a Tecate bar. They always have it on special. Now, I was saying I think Modelo does better. I think a lot of the construction guys and some of the laborers, if you will. God, I sound like such a prick when I say that. Whatever. Just the guys that are out there working.
Some of you dirtbags.
Digging, working a shovel are Modelo guys. And so I would be wrong.
Sarcasm in that
because
comment.
Dan from Guadalupe writes in, he says, Tecate is a blue-collar beer. Modelo is a white-collar beer.
That's what I think. And
then he writes LOL. So I don't know if he's serious, but he must be,
Which is funny because I know you and the people you roll with.
I don't drink Modelo or Tecate.
This is why Jeremy's over there with his can of Modelo, this pinky up.
Yeah.
Stop it. I don't even drink those. I drink Miller Lite. I've always drink Miller Lite.
All kinds of citrus.
And Coors Light.
With your pinky.
He's got a bouquet of citrus. He's got limes. He's got grapefruits. He's got oranges. He's got lemons.
The
popping
thing
off
is,
of it.
I should be drinking a Spanish beer when I drink my micheladas because I'm a michelada guy now. You know what a michelada is, Sue?
A Spanish
Isn't
beer?
that's beer and tomato juice?
No, it's like Bloody Mary mix
What's a
or
Spanish beer?
Clamato. It's Clamato and beer.
What is Clamato?
Clamato is like a Bloody Mary mix. It's
So it is. So it's basically beer and tomato juice.
It's like a yes, but it's spicy. There's other things in it.
Yeah.
And they put clam juice in Clamato, which I know doesn't sound good, but it's amazing. Salty. It gives that.
Oh, that's why
saltiness
it's
to it.
called Clamato, because it's like clam and tomato.
Clam and tomato,
Oh man!
yes. But there's also
How did
other
I not
spices.
know this? I'm just not a huge like I'll drink a Bloody Mary, but it's not like my go-to thing.
Trust me, you got to try the michelada.
And then it's like I
They
don't.
go down so easy.
I don't drink a ton of beer, so I
it's
just
so good.
keep the vodka in it.
So we got.
Jeff's never had one either.
doing-
I'm going to make
I've
them.
never-
You know what?
I mean, I'll
Tomorrow,
try it.
tomorrow I'm bringing in some micheladas.
You still haven't named me a Spanish beer.
What do you mean?
What's a Spanish beer?
A
Yeah, I think
Spanish
those are
beer?
Mexican lagers, right?
These are Mexico lager. Yeah, what's
You
a
said-
Spanish
you
beer?
You said since I like the michelada, I should be drinking a Spanish beer. And I asked you 3 times, name me a Spanish beer.
You know,
and you
I'm just
breezed-
trying to be PC.
and you just
In this day
breezed
and age,
over
I don't
it.
want to say Mexican.
You breezed
and get,
over it.
You know, like everybody protesting
What's wrong
me.
with that? It comes from Mexico.
I don't know. Some people are very sensitive from Mexico. They don't want to be called Mexicans. They want to be called Spanish-speaking
What?
North Americans.
If I'm from Mexico, I
I've
want to be called a
not
Mexican.
heard that.
Okay?
Like the people that are proud of their
I'm
heritage.
starting
will
it.
want
I'm starting it right now. Kevin writes in. He says, "A lot of silver bullets on the golf course." This is Lawn Boy Kevin. He's the
It's a
he's
golf
the
course beer.
He's not the greenskeeper. He's the lawnmower guy. He's the guy mowing the fairways out at the golf courses, and he says that he sees a lot of Bud Lights and silver bullets. But between Tecates and Modelo's, he sees more Modelo's drank.
Well, that's also at a golf course.
Golfers got to have a little
Forwarding
scratch.
the white collar.
Right. The stereotype that white collar is for Modelo.
Putting it together. Putting it together. So if I want to appear like I'm a baller and I want to drink a cheap Mexican lager, I'm going to drink a Modelo.
I guess so.
Okay.
Which can?
But if you wanna
which can
just-
looks better?
What?
Which can looks better?
Which beer is actually better? Like,
I'll tell you this: Tecate looks like a race car. Okay,
It looks like NASCAR.
It looks like a race car.
Logos all over
the
it.
Beer is a better design can.
It looks more like,
Like,
a Miller Lite
since we're
almost.
talking
If you think
about-
the colors are similar.
well,
since
there's
it's-
like cursive handwriting on it. And like,
Since there's beer can appreciation day, if you put those two next to each other, I'm going to say, well, the best looking beer is the Modelo.
also, I've never actually seen a Modelo in a can. It's always been a bottle.
Oh, I've seen them in
At
cans.
least.
Oh, yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen
they're
them.
in cans.
But
They make-
again,
they make big cans.
Yeah, no,
Tall
don't get
cans.
crazy into the beer.
Okay, you got your wish. This is shared on the KZOZ Facebook and the Jeff and Jeremy Facebook. What Mexican beer is most popular between the two, Tecate and Modelo? It's up to you now to squash this argument. I say Tecate is more popular because I think I just think it's more the price point, the accessibility.
Yeah.
It's distributed more widely. We're having a discussion behind the scenes, and even Jeremy agrees that people that might want to seem like they are white collar are picking Modelo now that we've thrown this stereotype.
You mean people that are blue collar but want to seem white collar? That's what I was saying.
Yeah, like you want to associate with white collar. Like, isn't it better to
If you're borderline white collar, blue collar, I think people would rather lean blue collar. I mean, white collar.
Yeah.
White collar, yeah.
You associate.
Too many collars.
You want to associate with white collar. You don't want to associate with blue collar unless you're you're proud. I'm like me, blue collar guy. I am.
Lomboy Kevin says his golf course is a blue collar golf course.
Yeah, but golf in itself is not a blue collar sport.
Isn't it coming down? Aren't the
Softball.
prices coming down because it's not as popular anymore?
Softball, yeah, but still, it doesn't
I
matter.
feel like I hear all these deals all the time about golf. Like, it's like, God, is it golf going to go away on the Central
There's
Coast?
a lot of options. No, it will never go away on the Central Coast. It's a resort destination in its own right. They've got to have golf for
I haven't played in over a
all
year.
the white collar people.
And
that
if
are
I'm not doing it, nobody's doing it.
Well, I know, just like Tecate. People,
Well, right now, Tecate getting its ass handed to it. 75-25 Modelo drinkers, or people say Modelo is the more popular beer between the two.
I
You
just
can
see
vote.
the Tecate around more because, can I tell you, I have no skin in the game whatsoever. I don't like either of them. And I just see representation for Tecate more.
You got to put Clamato in your
No.
Mexican beer lagers. I guarantee you're going to love it.
It's okay to call them Mexican lagers?
That's what they are. Yeah,
Okay. Not Spanish beers?
Spanish beers.
God, you are.
You know, it's just when you talk about wines, you don't talk about Mexican wines. You talk about Spanish wines. So, I talk a lot about wine. So I apologize.
They make wine in Mexico. Ensenada, when you get off the boat.
I never said they didn't make wine in Mexico.
okay.
I just said they don't call them Mexican wines. They call them Spanish wines.
Even if they're made in Mexico?
Yes, because they're Spanish.
God, that is really
I don't know,
slighting
maybe-
the people, the hardworking Mexicans. They don't even get credit for their own wine? Jeez.
I mean, I don't know. All right.
Arrogant American wine drinkers can't even give Mexicans credit for their own wine.
Maybe they do. Maybe I just, we always call them Spanish wines, but Mexico makes a lot of great wines. In the Baja, they make a lot
Yeah,
of
that's
good
why that's where it was. I mean, I was shocked when they said go wine tasting when you get off the boat. I'm like, I'm not going beyond 3 blocks when I get off the boat. Beer is the most popular drink in Spain. Even more so than wine.
Do they call it a cerveza?
I don't believe so. I don't know.
I bet you they do.
I don't know what they call it in Spain. Now, Jeremy doesn't always drink Spanish beers, but when he does, he drinks this Spanish beer.
I drink this Spanish beer Mexican lager.
Okay.
Not Dos Equis.
Thanks for clarifying it.
Yeah, I had to
Because
clarify for you because it was very confusing. Gil, how you doing, Gilbert?
I'm good. How are you?
Do you drink the Mexican lagers or the Spanish beers?
A
not
little bit
the
of
same.
both, I guess. Everything.
Don't speak of them in the same breath because they are not the same.
They go down the same, I think.
They do go down the same. You could drink them
And
in the
come
same
out the
drink.
same, too.
But you can't speak of them in the same
I kind of
breath.
want to punch you in the face today.
Because they're not the same.
What are they, Latin beers? What are we?
Mexican beer is
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
A Mexican beer is a Mexican beer and a Spanish beer is a Spanish beer.
Well,
I'll
what
get
do
to
Mexican
that.
people speak?
Yeah.
I will get to that in a moment.
What is a Spanish beer then? What makes it different than a Mexican beer?
I will get to that in a moment. First, we got to get the
He's
correct
trying to read
answer.
Wikipedia right
No,
now.
I've got it in front of me. I've been looking at it.
I'm
for the
guessing
last
that
15
Spanish beers
minutes.
come from Spain.
You'd figure.
Very good. Way to use that.
Say that.
Why am I the one being called a dip?
Well, then why isn't it Spanish?
Because
Well, I know,
Thank you.
I know
I'm not the one
Corona
that
is
said it.
bottled in Fresno.
Well, there you go.
what is the Spanish beer that he likes to drink?
I believe it's Modelo.
Yes, it's actually a Mexican beer, but yes, that's what he said. The Spanish beer he likes to drink.
Negro Modelo is my favorite.
But that counts.
No, I like the clear.
Oh, good for you. I wasn't asking.
Barry Bonds likes the cream. Yeah, I've got a list of the top 10 Spanish beers.
Okay,
And
what are they?
Can you
beers
pronounce them all?
Never heard of.
Yeah.
Damn Barcelona.
I've had that.
It's called An Edit.
I'm very cultured.
Estrella Galicia,
Yes, I've had it.
1906.
I beer bonged that once. in,
Ambar Export
in Barcelona.
Trade Maltas. Mahu Maestra. San Miguel, 1516. Goes all the way back to 1516. Back before they were even making
Bartles and James were going to bottle a Mexican beer called Dos Oquis.
those bookies. That's pretty funny. I like that joke. That's a good dad joke. Alhambra.
That was a great dad joke.
Alhambra, 1925.
Right.
No Modelo's popping up on the list. So it's not as bad.
Why the numbers?
I think that is when the beers were established.
Oh.
1904, because there's a lot of early 1900s, and then there's that one.
Yeah, the
San
15
Miguel,
or whatever.
1516.
Yeah.
That goes back.
It's written on parchment. somewhere.
Biscuity aroma of cereals, fruits, and wilting flowers. Its flavor is intense and creamy, but also refreshing with a bitter finish.
Okay.
Wilting flowers. All right. There's a Valentine's
How would
gift.
you describe your favorite Spanish beer, Jeremy?
It goes down easy and it gets me effed up.
There you go.
That's what she said.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. Don't miss a moment. Subscribe to the podcast on Google, Apple, YouTube, and Podbean by clicking on Jeff and Jeremy at KZOZ.com.